and welcome back to the World Numismatic News' Liberty Walking Half-Dollar Varieties You Should Know, Episode 5. Beginning in 1941, there is a repunched mint mark variety from the San Francisco Mint to be found. This is definitely the boldest repunched mint mark for the date, and the only one actually listed in the Cherry Picker's Guide. The initial punching took place southwest of the final impression, leaving a distinct impression of the upper curve of the S, now visible towards the northwest of the lower serif of the main mint mark. Because later dice date examples may be more difficult to identify, you can use a secondary die marker as a confirmatory diagnostic. This takes the form of a couple of diagonal die scratches just below the second S of states on the reverse of the coin. In 2013, a coin that matches this description was sold at auction, slabbed by PCGS as MS65. The coin sold for $2,585. Heading back to the coin's inaugural year, we discover another repunched mint mark. This time, the San Francisco Mint is not in question though, as the Denver Mint gets called out instead for the 1916 D over D Walking Liberty half-dollar coin. This variety is actually more interesting than it might at first seem, as there was some debate early on whether this was actually a D over S variety, but it seems that the initial D mint mark was actually tilted at a slight angle when the first impression was made. The result is that you can see the bottom curve of the D, and to some this might appear to be the tail section of an S mint mark instead. In 2020, a PCGS graded MS65 example of this rare variety coin was sold at auction for $1,800. Then, from the very beginning of the series, we head a lot closer towards the end of the series to find a double die obverse example of the 1939 D Walker. Here we can see a coin that displays class 5 or pivoted hub doubling. In this case, the best place to spot the doubling, at least initially, would probably have to be the date. The tail of the number 3 is doubled towards the tip, and the number 9, well, the second number 9 to be more specific, is also doubled on its tail. More doubling can then be identified on the letters of "In God We Trust." Now, it's nothing dramatic, but some distinctive notching is seen on especially the N of "In," while the I of that same letter is doubled towards its south, as well as similar doubling on many of the other letters of the "In God We Trust" section of the coin. You may at times need a good strike, but the stars below the R of Liberty are also doubled to varying effects, along with, well, several other more minor points of interest on the coin, but these would be your main features that you would want to look for. Sadly, these varieties are not tremendously sought after, but every now and then a true gem comes along, as was the case in 2014 when a PCGS graded example with the grade of MS65 Plus was sold at auction for the sum of $1,240. Subscribe to WNN and activate notifications with the bell icon to know when new videos are released. For the World Numismatic News, I am Numisman saying thank you for watching. Stay safe, keep collecting, and have a fantastic day.